So that's the story of the three little pigs. Now before we get into seeing what the wolf side of the story was, I was thinking today what we're going to do is we're going to compare and contrast those two stories, the three little pigs and the story of the three little pigs from the wolf's perspective. But before we can do that, there's a tool or a strategy that you can use called a Venn diagram. Has anyone ever worked with a Venn diagram before? No? Thumbs up, thumbs down if you haven't. It's okay if you haven't because we're going to practice with it today. So a Venn diagram is made up of two circles. Okay? So one circle is going to represent one story or one thing. The other circle represents another story or another thing. And what you do is you bring the Venn diagram together and they overlap like this. So you see how my fingers overlap at this point? When the two circles come together, it makes a circle in the middle. So you have one side of the story, you have another side of the story, and you have a section in the middle that is similar. What we're going to do today, we're going to work with this. But before we work with this, let's get a little practice with it, okay? So Gianna and Colby, can I have you be my helpers today? Can you come up to the board with me? Gianna, this is going to be your circle. This is going to be one side. And Colby, this is going to be your side, okay? Does anybody know what we would do with the middle, Michael? If this is Gianna's side of the circle, and this is Colby's side of the circle, do you know what the middle would be? No? Roberta?
It's like every both do the same thing.
The same thing, right. So what happens is one side is the difference between this side and this side, and in the middle it's things that are similar. Who could tell me what compare means? Does anybody know what the word compare means? It's kind of like the vocab word we have common. Something in common, we are comparing two things. Can anyone make a guess? Carter, what do you think compare means? Just out of the, whatever you think.
Put the two different things together into one.
Yeah, you're seeing how they're similar and how they're alike. How they're alike or different. What about contrast? Has anyone ever heard the word contrast before? Now contrast would be seeing how they're different. Comparing could be seeing how they're alike or different, and contrast is just seeing how they're different. So we're going to compare and contrast it. We're going to practice right now with Gianna and Colby. So let's write on here, I'm going to write, this is, what did we say this was? Everything that is similar. So the same. So this is what is the same, the circle. This is what Gianna, and this side is Colby. Alright, who can tell me something that is different that Gianna is or has compared to Colby? Now we've thought of the differences. Now let's figure out the same. Roberta, what'd you say? Same pants?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how we can take two different people and we can find what's similar and what's different about them, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the two stories of the three little pigs, one from the pig's perspective, which means their thoughts of what was going on, and one from the wolf's perspective of the wolf's thoughts of what was going on. And we're going to try to figure out who was telling the truth. I'm going to come around with a copy of your own Venn diagram, and it has lines in it to help you write in it, okay? So, and on one side you have the piggies, so that's going to be whose side of the story, Michael? The pig. And Roberta, what about this side of the Venn diagram, the wolf's perspective, right? Okay. Let's start off by talking about what was the same in both of these stories. The three little pigs and the true story of the three little pigs told by the wolf. Can someone tell me what was the same? Carter? I want you to write what I'm writing, okay? And you're going to write, where are you going to write it? Are you going to write it What's there? Is that the middle?
Yes.
Can I see this for a second, Cameron? You're going to write it in the middle because this is the same, right? Does everyone understand? Yes. Now that we've seen what compared what's similar, let's compare in contrast what is different. Can anyone tell me something different based off of, let's see, what about based off of the characters? Let's think about the feelings of the characters and their actions. Now, Michael, we had talked about the wolf in the first one. He was, what was he? What feelings was he feeling? He seemed like, what is this? He seemed angry and he was also hungry. Okay, so in the first one, the wolf, the pigs portray or talk about the wolf being angry. So let's do the wolf. Now in the other one, was the wolf really angry or hungry?
No.
Not really, right? Because all he wanted was what? Some sugar for his sweet granny, right? He's trying to do something nice. What else was the wolf? Was he feeling really happy or was he feeling a little sick? He had a cold, right? So he just wanted some tea and he had a cold. Now, let's think of him blowing down the houses. In the first one, he intentionally, or he wants to blow down the house, right? Because he is angry and hungry. So he wants to blow down the houses, the first one. Now remember, this is the pig, so this is the left side right there. And this is just what's on the right side of that circle. So you see what's in here? The wolf is angry, hungry, wants to blow down the house on purpose. That's where you're going to write it on the pig side.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Look at what's on the board. You have the same thing right in front of you. So you want to copy it exactly how it is there. Now, the wolf's perspective, or what he thought, did he actually want to blow down their houses? No, what happened? He ended up
Sick.
He was sick, so he ended up sneezing and he couldn't help it, right? On the wolf side, let's see, wants to blow down the house on purpose. Let's see, did it? Now I want you to tell me any other differences. What differences did you see between the two stories? Did you see any other ones, Michael? What other differences did you see in the stories? You didn't mean to? He was sneezing, not blowing? Yeah, absolutely. That's a good difference. I'm going to put this in another color. Can anyone think of any other differences between the two stories? Carter?
While he was sent to the hospital until he was went to prison.
Awesome. Now we saw him get angry and hungry in the second one, but that wasn't his intention, right? He just saw pigs there and he didn't want to waste the ham, so he ate them. And then he was angry because what did the pig say at the end?
Mean things about his mom.
Mean things about his grandma, right? So that's what made him mad. So in the pig side, were the pigs the mean ones?
Yes.
On the pig side? No, it was the wolf that was the mean one, right? And then on the wolf side, who did he think was the mean one?
The pigs.
The pigs, right? You are finished with your sentence. Flip your page back over so I know. I want to see the Venn diagram. I want you to tell me one thing you learned today. What strategy did we use? What is this called? Starts with a V. A Venn diagram. Good. Okay. What about you, Colby? What's similar did you learn about the story? They have the what? Same characters? Cameron, what did you learn today? What's this middle section of the Venn diagram? You're comparing what is, if these two sides are different, this side is
The same.
the same. Good.